All right, boys. Welcome to the first ever Yap session from Mike Mann and Shimmy Rubin. We're going to talk a lot of nonsense about ball. Hopefully, we don't bore you guys. Got a couple of topics today. Mike, what do you want to talk about?
Before we start, I just want to, every week me and Shimmy are going to do a podcast. And every week we're going to get a special guest to get on. It might be in the league, it might be out of the league, it might be, it doesn't revolve around basketball. But we have a new thing going on every week. We talk sports, we talk whatever it may be, MVP, guys that are performing better than they have, or guys that are declining, and so on and so forth. So yeah.
Yeah,
So
who do we talk? Who's non-basketball that you think we would ever have as a guest?
uh, I mean, I think everybody's going to be basketball. I just think that maybe they're not in the league. Maybe like
Zool.
Azul would be great. He's a retro guy, or even like a Big Dennis.
Yeah, true.
Just not in my league, not in M&M basketball league, but they know sports. They're funny, like Azul. Azul will be very entertaining. So that would be great. And it could go very far.
Cool. All right, so I think the first thing we should talk about is we had a really interesting summer. I think for the guys who don't play in the summer, should know that it becomes very diversified in terms of ballers, both Jewish and non-Jewish. And we have a former ref playing this year in the league who was insane in the summer. He had a really good squad. They were the God squad, which I think you guys should set up a game, by the way. Really quick side note, there was talks about setting up like a 5-man community versus them, the refs. I don't think you guys would beat them for shit, but
I just want to say, everybody that's watching this, everybody's going to be watching this, they said they would beat us by like 50. So everybody take that to heart. Maybe take it personal. One of them are in our league, so every time you play him, just let him know what's up.
I don't know about 50, but they're going to smoke you guys.
Yeah, wow. You don't believe in yourself, huh?
I'm playing in the game.
Put yourself in. Now you're losing by 50.
Man, I played them all summer. I don't do shit.
You
Whatever. I
know,
guess we'll see.
it's like the Monstars, man. They took our
It's
powers.
really crazy. But yeah, so arguably the best player from their team from a total basketball perspective can do it all is now playing. And obviously we're talking about X. He's incredible. One thing I want to say is that I don't know, I feel as though he really wants to get everyone involved. He's probably the best team around him, but I just want to see him like just dunk all over people. I want to see him dominate the paint, and he's not doing that. He's not. I don't know how you guys played against him without me. Not that I would have done anything; he would have ran me over. But like 10 points, what's that about?
Honestly, I think his natural game is playmake. It's not. It's like when people say LeBron's not a scorer. They say he can't score, but he scores. Even though 10 points ain't what LeBron does, but he naturally moves the ball. He naturally gets the ball to a different player. X naturally cannot go and say I'm scoring 75 tonight. It's not in his arsenal. He cannot do it.
I think it's
I'm
his in
not.
Arsenal. I don't think it's in his DNA. I don't think he
It's
wants
not
to play that way.
yes, it's not in his DNA, and it would be very awkward. It would be very. He wouldn't enjoy it. He would be very uncomfortable trying to go and shoot every single shot. It's not his thing. And will he dominate if he did? Yes, but he physically can't do it. That's what I think, because I've been through that part where I felt like I've taken 25 shots, and then I go watch a film, and I'm like, and I thought it was a ball hog, and then I go watch film, I took 12
Yeah, but you're
shots.
shooting jumpers. I'm talking about like he can go downhill and get layups, and no one's gonna be upset if he misses a layup at the rim. He won't miss a layup at the rim. So
He's
that's
missing. He's missing right now. He's very rusty.
it.
He's
Doesn't make
very
any
rusty.
sense. It's so different. It really is so different. Like playing in a Jewish in community
100%.
community league
It's a
and just playing.
men versus kids.
It's so different.
He isn't playing like the level I believe that X can play. I think he can be easily, like, he shouldn't be in the league in the future, but he's very rusty. He's missing layups. He's very bad with his shooting percentage. But the impact the guy still has while playing poorly is
Right.
it's insane. It's not normal, and it
Yeah.
only goes up from here.
Yeah, I don't see a scenario where he doesn't figure it out. And they're going to win games. They're going to be in the playoffs. They might win it all. Can never rule a guy like that out. I mean,
I wouldn't be shocked either way. If they win it or they lose in the first round, I wouldn't be shocked.
would you be shocked if they lose because of him because he has 10 points in a playoff game?
No.
You wouldn't be shocked.
They lose. I don't think they would lose because of him. He could have a bad game, but like I said, when he has a bad game, he still impacts the game like crazy.
Right.
It's just a different animal when he doesn't perform. It's like a little like Zach Soon in a smaller version. Not they're not the same players, obviously, but Zach Soon doesn't score 25 points, but he impacts the game and he gives you a chance to win a championship.
We can talk about we can have Zach. We can talk about Zach. I love Zach. I love his game. One thing that bothers me a little about Zach is when I knew him kind of like from the center days, he was such a bucket getter. Man, he used to smoke everybody. And like one thing that he has, maybe because he played more like organized basketball than me, is he kind of figured out how to find ways to help teams, whether he's scoring or not. But that's been happening for like 2 years now. I really just want to see him go. He's done it in the summer where he's the guy scoring 30. And, like, I don't see scenarios where he's doing that. I really want to see him go and be more aggressive and get a shot. Yeah, you're right. He can do it both ways. But I know some guys can't go and score, right? Like,
Is he so is he capable?
Absolutely. Absolutely. He can give
Not
anyone buckets.
Shimmy, not have a good game. It's not. I'm not talking about one game where you played great. Can he do it every single game where he just dominates on the offensive end? I just had a conversation with Elliot yesterday. I said the difference with a good player and a dominant player is a dominant player creates two people on them because they can't be guarded. And when they create two people on them, somebody's wide open. And when the guy is wide open, basketball is so beautiful. The reason why Le'Veon's team is so successful is because Mike Natkin is a very gifted basketball player. Le'Veon is a very gifted basketball player. Even Joe Machani can score the basketball. And Zach Hassoun, who everybody knows about Zach Hassoun, they all penetrate. They all create two people on them where they're very unselfish. They're willing to make the extra pass. They're willing to make the extra pass after that. And they just move the ball. Because they break down their D. I'm not saying they're like Le'Veon last night showed me like he can be that guy that he believes he is. So
he is that guy.
So that's the difference with a superstar, with a dominant.
So yeah, just to close on Zach, I don't know, like he's mad young, he's like 19. So like I'm 27. Like give him 8 years, I think he'll get there. But until then, like I think he can be what Mike Natkin is now. If Mike Natkin's more aggressive, Mike Natkin's super efficient, right? Like he really picks his spots and he's shooting 50, 60%. Zach can do that. I really think he can, but I want him to be more aggressive. But as a team, man, I think we got the best shot to win it all, but they're definitely, I think, our biggest competitor. They're top
even
down.
Though
Ali Dweck is amazing.
They just 100%, by the way, underrated, the most underrated player. Probably right now. And Ali Dweck actually texted me today saying, I commented on one beautiful layup that he had. And I said, Joe Sutt was asking, is he any good? Because he knows his brother Mo and Elliot. And I'm like, I said, he used to be the biggest scrub in the world. And now he's so good. And so
it's a three ball. When people get three balls,
he made
changes everything.
Yeah. So Ali texted me saying,
we spoke about my game
for the
a bunch.
compliment and the insult.
We spoke about my game a bunch, and I was always like, look, if you get a consistent three ball, it changes everything. And it's like that for most guys. When
you can't be predictable. Like when you're hardest to guard is when you're hitting the three. If you're not going to hit the three, we're just going to play 2 feet back, wait for you to get to your shifty moves, and it's not going to work.
But and it's similar for a lot of guys, right? Like if forget like if they're ISO scores or not, just if we can help off of you.
Teddy Cohen. He needs to hit the outside shot for him to get to everywhere he wants to get to.
I don't know. I think so. I think it depends on if they're a playmaker or not. Like, for example, someone like Tico can still get downhill. And then when he collapses the defense, if he has shooters all around him, kind of like, let's imagine like X's team, he can still be very effective. Obviously, everyone's a better player with a three ball. That's the game of basketball now. It's all predicated on the three ball. But someone who, like, when has the ball in their hands has to score, right? Like, if the ball is getting to Ali, it's probably because he's open and he has to shoot it, right? Not usually to play make. If it's coming to me, most of the time it's to score, not to play make. I have to be able to hit an open shot. And there it makes the biggest difference. Yeah. So, like, yeah, of course, Tico, if he's hitting threes, it's, it becomes elite status. But I still think he can have a crazy impact just getting downhill.
I agree.
Le'Veon's team. Yeah, you were going to say?
Go ahead.
I was going to say Le'Veon's team looks dominant. I don't think they have a hole on their roster. Like, not that we can, poke holes in our roster per se, but maybe we lack a little bit of size. Maybe there's, not the greatest defensive. I think as a team, we play good defense, but we're not good athletes all around. Even though, shout out Kasky. That guy's a bulldog.
Yeah, he's an animal.
He's an animal, bro. Fucking animal, this kid. We'll talk about Kasky, but yeah. So, like, as a roster, I see them going very far. And then talking about rosters, like, what the hell is going on with Sam's roster? It's been all over the place.
Before we get to Sam's roster, I just want to point this out that Le'Veon's team is talking a lot of smack, saying, you're scared to play us. You're scared to play us. So, Shimmy, I'm just saying, when we play them, it's got to be like all or nothing.
It's got to be belt to ass.
Yes, I'm ready because Zach.
Zach talks a lot of shit.
He doesn't shut up. So he keeps the whole team entertained.
That's right. I'm with you.
Yeah.
When are we playing them? Do you know when?
He said, play us next week. Are you scared? I said, I got to see the schedule. I got to see what makes most sense. No one's afraid. Just put it out there. I just want to tell everybody. Nobody's afraid. Zach, just so you know, this you've been into the finals. It's a beautiful thing that you're there in and out, but you've lost every single time when you played against me. Just so you know. Just remember that, all right?
This guy, these two will go at it forever.
I love Zach. He's an ultimate competitor.
Zach's great. Yeah, Sam's team. What the hell's going on? I don't understand. So Joe Sut subbed. I wasn't there on Wednesday. We had a bye. Joe Sut subbed. Eitan's in for Sammy. I know Sammy's, dealing with injuries. Hopefully he's back on the court quickly. But this guy's just restructuring the whole roster. How does it work? Is Joe coming back? Is he making a permanent stay?
No. So Joe just subbed for AJ.
No.
They got a sub for AJ. It was insane. It felt like a playoff game last night.
How did he play?
He played solid. He had 13 points, 5 rebounds. It was like, but he played within the game. He didn't overdo anything. He didn't force anything. So, but the Eitan and Sam connection was wow. It was wow. They looked like they were gonna roll through the game, and then all of a sudden, Le'Veon just fucking took matters to his own hands and said, "Enough of this shit." Hit a pull up three, and then pull up three, and pull up three, and then Joey Mashani added to that, and the momentum just swung.
Who's guarding Le'Veon? Was it Eitan? Or was it like a zone?
Richie was guarding Le'Veon. He did a good job on him. He had 20 points, Le'Veon. So it didn't look like he went off. He just had one small stretch that won the game for his team. And then he, like I said about the dominant players, he created 2 guys on him at that point. Because now they're afraid of his pull up. So he's blowing by you, and now you're getting a second guy on you. And then he made the pass to Joey Mashani, and he hit it. But Sam's team, I'm not worried about Sam's team. Sam's team looks great. It was just a weird ending.
Oh, I thought you meant not worried like they were ass.
No. They're championship or bust, in my opinion.
Really?
100%.
No, I thought they were pretty, I don't know. Like, Eitan changes things a little bit. I think it gives them like a scorer, a guy like on the perimeter that can go and get a shot. I think they kind of lacked that. I think like they wanted that maybe out of Soli Gade, who's like an up and coming, young star. But Richie's a solid player all around. Sam obviously knows how to run a squad. But who is their? You don't need a bucket getter, but you know how I like to think. Who was their bucket getter before Eitan now?
It's a great question.
You don't have. I didn't see that, and
No,
I didn't see a lot of
even
shooting either.
now, is Eitan a bucket getter? Do you consider
I
him
mean,
a
when he was
bucket
on your
getter?
team, he was. He was ass in the summer, but on your team he was.
I guess, yes. He is a bucket.
Oh,
He's a bucket 100%. That's why I consider them championship or bust. Because I'm a high Eitan guy. I played with him. I won a championship with him. They have experience also with Eitan and Sam. They won together. So they added Eitan. No hate to Sammy Levy, but it's just two different players. One's an offensive threat, and one's a defensive monster. So it's just two different players. They looked really good. It just was a weird loss last night. Very weird.
Let me ask you, how did Le'Veon seem guarded? Did they play zone?
No. They played man the entire game.
I would zone them. I don't know. I don't trust their shooting. Maybe that's naive of me.
I agree. I think they switched it up. They didn't play zone the whole game. I think they switched it up. Le'Veon was in foul trouble. It was just a weird game. It was a very intense game. Defense won the game for Le'Veon's team. But if I had to put my money on it, Sam will be in the finals this season. And I'm obviously betting on myself, our team. So I think we will be playing them in the finals.
Really?
Yes.
What are the teams against? We have Le'Veon, we have you, we have Sam, we have Tico.
You're on that team. I don't like calling my team meat.
I'm saying the captains. Let's talk about the captains, right? So you have Mike, you have Le'Veon, you have Sam, you have Tico. That's 4. Who else? Oh, you have Sharif and Elliot, the two bottom dwellers right now who exchanged apples for apples.
What do you think about that trade?
I don't know. It doesn't really solve anything. Look,
I think it solves a lot.
What does it solve? You have two superstars who don't have anything to prove, so they just do their own thing. And
wow, what a call, Shimmy! What a call!
They don't have anything to prove. That's the biggest thing about leagues in the community, right? It's always a what have you done for me recently, lately, kind of thing, right? Like you could win, you could lose, but like you're always judged off your last season or the last 2 seasons. Because guys, you could play great, and then like one season you're trash, and you're like, yo, this guy's horrible. He wasn't worth the money. Nah. But like Mark Windy will always be Mark Windy, and Joey Cohen is, he played in Israel. Like, what are you going to tell him? Oh, you're going to tell him Edmund Anthony's better than you? Like, shut up. Like, that's not going to happen. No foul on Edmund. I love you, but like whatever. My point is that like there's never a scenario where he needs to go and prove. He could go 0-7 for 10 years, and he's just like, I'm still better.
He doesn't care.
Don't matter. I'm still better than you. That's it is. And same thing for Mark. Mark's playing Tuesday, and I don't know. So like, what does it solve? Really? What do you solve? Tell me.
I think Mark. Look. Joey is a different story. Joey, like you said, he plays the game, and whatever, he can go 0-8, and he'll accept it. It's okay. I don't care. I'm like you said, there's nothing to prove. Mark, on the other hand, he doesn't like losing. He hates losing for a fact. He doesn't play as hard, but he doesn't like losing. Like last night, he got angry and he got upset his teammates, and he lost it a little. But so the competitiveness, it's not all there, but it's there because he hates losing, Mark. He wants to win. He wants to win for his team, but the effort is on the bottom. Everybody knows this. Everybody, I tell it to Mark. I had a conversation with Mark. I said, you got to do it for your team. But for me to need to call a guy like that, he's got to do it on his own. And like you said, what does he have to prove? Why does he need to play as hard as he should? And I don't know.
It probably makes it so tough for you because like on one end, like if you keep them in the league, eventually like their value in drafts are going to keep going down, right? Like instead of them being the captains, which they should be captains, probably like top 2, top 3 captains, instead they're the 1As, right? Or like the 1B, whatever, like the first guy off the board. Now, if they're not providing enough value to their co-captain, they're going to slip into the 3rd round. And then like if Mark and Joey are the 3rd guy on the team, and it's really over. Right? Like at some point, it becomes stupid. So how do you like? There's probably no answer, but like it's probably so difficult for you to like figure out what to do here. You know, like
Me watching as a commissioner, and Mark knows this, and Joey, I've had this conversation with Joey. Uh, it's very frustrating to not get their all. Joey honestly tries. Um, Mark tries, but a lot less. And I'm not shitting on Mark or Joey. Like you said, they have nothing to prove. The only thing they can be doing this for is the respect for their teammates. It's the only thing. Do you respect your teammates or do you not? And it's up to them. If they want to play basketball with that love that you have, because I can't go play for a team and not give it my all. I can't do it. I can play in the worst possible league and play as hard as possible.
it's true.
That's how I am as a basketball player. I can't just go play basketball and laugh and take a loss and accept it.
Yeah.
I think
You're a
you can't
sore
either,
loser, bro.
but you can't either do that. I don't
No, I
think
can't.
Tico can't do that. Nakin can't do that. Nobody in the league can actually go play a game and not try to win the game. Just play because you're playing basketball. Nobody does that.
And it's
It's
such
not a
a
thing.
it's such a difference. Like when I played with Joey in the summer, bro, those first couple of games, he was doing it all to win. Like I'll never forget that play where it was like he kind of took the ball from me. It was a loose ball. He dove, hit the
Oh my
ground,
God. I
kicked it
remember.
out to I think it was Zach High, got it back, hit it three, hit like 40 that game. You know,
That was the greatest game. That
he
I
went on a
called
stretch. It
him.
was like 3 or 4 games. He was just
Yes.
dominating.
He played with heart. By the way, just so you know, I've had these conversations all the time. I'm not hating on Joey Cohen or Mark. I don't want them to think I'm hating.
Yeah, and
I,
neither am I. They're
Mark,
both better than me.
Mark's, oh, Mark's actually, he's always told me, "Don't worry, we're gonna make the playoffs. The playoffs is what matters." So he knows he's gonna be there. Mark always knows he's gonna be there. So I'm not hating that he's not like it's regular season for him. And at the end of the day, playoffs is what matters. And when playoff comes, he's not playing like that. And everybody knows that. Same goes to Joey. When playoff comes, he's playing his heart out. Just we want it every game. And we're spoiled to that.
It's true. I think we kind of spoke about like team to beat, but you said Sam's team. I like let's put out a disclaimer because if we're gonna do this every week and we're gonna say what we think, there's no disrespect here, okay? For the people listening, there's no disrespect. All right, we're just giving our thoughts. At the end of the day, what happens on the court is gonna be the facts. Most guys in the league are better than me. Hopefully, you can take my shit talk. It's not that serious. Sam, you're better than me at ball. A lot of these guys, these teams are better than me at ball. So it is what it is. But the way that team is constructed, I don't think they have a chance at being in the championship game. I just don't. I don't think they have enough.
Team?
You talk about two guarding one all the time. There's so many people that you can kind of help off of on that team. No one's a pure sniper. Nowhere. So when you have Joe and Aton, it's a lot better. But with Ray J, like look at Ray J. Ray J's a good shooter, but he's more of like a do-it-all player. Same thing with Richie. These guys can play defense, rebound, run the break. Same thing with Sammy Levy. He's not on the team anymore, but like what? So I don't know how you see that. Sharif's team doesn't really change. You got a lot of guys there who are trying to figure it out. Yeah, Elliott's amazing, but his team is also
this is my reason. This is my reason for that. Joe came up to me yesterday and he goes, "Let me guess. The most experienced team wins this league." And the fact of the matter is that me and Sam have won. I mean, it's been me recently, but me and Sam have won this league, and there hasn't been another winner since the league got to the level it's at. So the fact of the matter is that I believe Sam always going to be there because he's a veteran. He knows how to slow the game down when he needs to. He knows how to speed the game when he needs to. And so I give the love to the guy that deserves to be loved. LeBron James gets love till today just because of what he did in the past, for how long he did it. And in my opinion, I don't think he's that good anymore. But they're saying he's a top 7 player in the NBA. He's not. but they still get. So I'm going to give Sam the love he
You're saying
deserves.
Sam's not a top 7 player right now in the league.
His stats? Hell no. He went 3-5 with you and Joey Cohen last season.
Yeah, but that team, I don't know that team.
No, it's Sam struggling. He found a wife. He had a lot going on in his life, so I understand it. But yes,
I think he had a better chance with the other team he had before, with him, Azos, and Lil Reef.
That's another team they lost to. It was me, Mike Nacken.
Who beat them? Who beat them?
Me, but we got right. It was a crazy game. But me, Mike Nacken, Edmund Antony, Jack Sayeg, Toby. So it was 3 monsters versus a really balanced team. But again, a team that went undefeated in that season was Sharifian and Le'Veon, the inexperienced guys. They ended up losing.
Right. So I'd probably, like, if we had to make a ranking, I'd probably put us at 1, Le'Veon at 2. Who's 3? I guess X. Is that like just based off like win-loss? Are they 3rd right now?
They're 2-1, and Tico is 2-2. Yeah, I guess they're in 3rd seed with their.
I don't know. I love Tico's team, honestly. I think they're a little small. I don't think they can guard the rim that well, but like that team is sick. I'd probably go like X3. I just have to, and then Tico 4, Sam 5. Sam 5.
Sam 5. Wow.
Sam 5. Oh, you're putting them. Who are you?
No
love. Hold on. Let me just finish my list.
Love.
Let me finish.
No love for Sam.
I love Sam.
Love.
What do you mean? I love Sam, but like I don't know what that roster is. I really don't know what that roster is.
I think eight times.
Like let me just finish my list. So we got Sam at 5, Elliot at 6, and then Sharifian at 7. Yeah.
So my question before: do you think that helped both teams?
No.
Nothing at all.
No. You don't got to say what, who, or where, but I mean, look, it's not a talent thing. It's just like they're probably looking for someone who's less like if they were shopping these guys, they're probably looking for someone less talented, but gives them something else, a little more hustle, a little bit more something else, a little bit more glue guy, and try to reconstruct the identity of the team. This doesn't do that. It doesn't. It's the same theme.
So those are 6 and 7. I could see that 100%. I could see it.
Again, anyone can win. Anyone can turn it around. It's a short season. Playoffs are 1 game. Anyone can win it all. But like that's where I have it right now. What do you have different? Be real. Like moving up 1. Moving up.
I respect Sam too much. The league this season, it's not as big as it once was because we lost Asher and Benny. And then there was a couple, but we added X, which is a big man, and then we added Yitz Weeder. He's pretty big, but he's not small.
He's not a rim protector, so he's not a.
He's not a big man, but he's 6'3". By the way, he's not 6'3".
He's not 6'3".
How tall
Absolutely
is he?
Not. Maybe 6'1", but he's not a rim protector. That's what I mean by big.
What do you think about him, by the way?
As a sniper. He's not a rookie. Don't call him a rookie.
He's so old.
Not a rookie. That's like when when they brought that guy on the Lakers, Andre.
I remember.
Shit out the G League.
Oh, the guy that has 10-year experience.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
G League, yes.
Whatever, but now he's not.
He's not a rookie. He's the M&M rookie, but he's not a rookie. Obviously, he's smarter
so summers
than
don't
most
count
guys in the league. Summers don't. Summers are just because there's no competitive ball, and so let's play for something. You understand?
Got it.
It's not. Like if I'm not playing on Wednesday, that would be bored. So let's play for something, and it was intense with the X's team. It was fire.
It was fun. I think the summers are a good switch up.
In those chats, they were crazy. They were fun.
Yeah, I don't think Weeder's a big. He's not a big. He's like a 4, maybe, but he's not a rim protector. He's a stretch. He's a stretch 4. Let's call him.
You know who's a big guy.
Guy is a big.
He guards bigs very well.
Yo, he held X to 10 points. Sam's kryptonite. Something's in his fruit, bro.
He's the best big man in the league. He's the best big man in the league.
He's Draymond.
You know, there's so I'm not gonna shout. I'm gonna bring up a couple of guys. I mean, I have one guy in mind that he is capable of being a very good basketball player, and he's struggling right now. I don't know if I should go out that way, but I think I'm not saying it in a bad place. I'm saying it in a good place because Tico knows this. Every time he struggles, I make sure that like get that out of you. So a guy that I think he's playing poorly, he's not an all-star level, but he's playing Jacob Zakai. A guy like him playing 42 minutes a game and he has one made basket, 3 rebounds when everybody knows his potential is very, very solid. He can be a very solid player. He's struggling right now. I want him to hear this so he understands that he needs to play better for his team to succeed. One of the reasons why
What
they're
team is he on?
he's on Elliot Dweck's team. And I'm not shitting on him. I'm not putting him down. I hope he doesn't take this the wrong way. I just want to see him play better. That's all.
I hear.
I'm just
I don't know.
saying
I've
this.
seen Z play in other leagues, and I haven't
You
really paid much attention to it. And he's playing, he's balling out. So
you've seen this, but you know his potential.
yeah,
It's that effect of you bringing. I don't think it affects him, but it's
nah,
affecting him.
not him.
It's not him, but that's what's happening. I need to see it because I know he's capable of doing it.
So who do you think is exceeding expectations if we flip it? We
I
spoke about
I
Ali
think
Dweck, but like
I
who else?
I think Ali changed his whole. He's not a scrub anymore, which we spoke about that. He's a really impactful player on every single team that he joins. Um, Guys that are exceeding expectations. Do you have anybody in mind?
I don't know. I honestly, I think we like people speak about this a lot, but I think Joey Mashani also changed a little bit. Like I
Uh,
remember, you remember, what was it like 3 years ago, 4 years ago when we played
when
in
he
the summers
he
and
played you
like
in the
Joey
summer
had
with you
this.
in the summer.
What's that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so like one of the first years I played was like this summer with me, Joey, and like a whole bunch of, it wasn't randoms actually, but whatever. And Joey used to be, and this is my opinion, nobody else's, but like Joey would like the ball starts with him and ends with him. And yeah, he's a scorer, but I now when I see him play, especially I don't know if it was in the spring when he played with Elliott, this guy would just shoot like 10 shots, go 7 for 10, have 2 steals, 5 assists. He was playing great with IT. So I think he's changed really he's still a scorer first. So I don't know if that'll ever change, but
It shouldn't change though. Like you taking away Joey's scoring ability, then you just take Joey out of the league. Like what's the point? The reason why I think Le'Veon's team is so successful is because he's giving that third, fourth option, and it's not guardable because he's having third guy. Joey Mashani right now, what he's doing perfect is that he understands he's playing with good talent. And when you play with guys like Ellie Dweck and guys like Le'Veon and guys like Mike Nackett, he understands it's not going to be only him. There's other players that need to get theirs that they play through. So he's not looking to shoot every shot. He's not looking, even though he wants it, he's not looking for the ball every possession. He's letting his teammates thrive. And then when his name is called upon, he's capitalizing. He's succeeding. And he's playing. So far, I don't know if he would agree, but we're up to week 4. They're 3-1 or something like that. And I think that he had one bad game in the 4 weeks. So 3 great games and 1 okay game. Now he's going to text me, what game are you talking about? This, that. But that's my opinion from watching every game and understanding if he does take tough shots. So if he misses 3 or 4 in a row, it brings the team down, and we all have our heads down, and we say, well, what the F are you doing, Joey? But overall, this
I've
guy's
had the same
proven,
problem.
yeah, he's proven to be a bowler. I don't care what anybody says.
Let's close out by one question I have for you. Um, at least on my end. Like so many people kind of talk about the hierarchies of leagues. And I think like in the community, everyone can agree this is probably the second best league in Brooklyn after TNL. I don't know if you agree or if you don't agree. I think one thing you should definitely set up is, they kind of play WNL, which is kind of stupid because obviously they were going to wipe the floors with them. I don't care if they talk shit or not. I think it's a way better match. I know there's a lot of players mix what team do they play for, and but I think it would give, that'd be a great game. That's number one. But
Well, what are you talking about? A great game, us versus TNL?
Like, yeah, TNL versus Mike's. M&M.
I I wouldn't start the lineups the way like a Joe would start. He starts the lineups with all the captains. I think you need one leader. You don't need all five of them. So I wouldn't put like I would put
And you'd
guys that
win?
play hard, and I think we would win because of the players I would orchestrate. Like I would put like Tico wouldn't make it in that league, but I would put Tico because of his heart.
Yeah, Tico would have to
You
be a
under,
part of it.
Actually, I don't know if we would win now
Tico's a
because
captain.
now they have Jackie and Gabe Leifert, so it's a little different now. But
Yeah,
when
that's
they
true.
played that time, when they played, Elliot Dweck didn't play. I would put Elliot. Mike Nacken didn't play. I think he's a.
I don't know. Like, look, let them I know it's crazy to say this. Look, Gabe with Jackie is crazy, but like
No, the
that's
now you. I
insane.
think
But like, give me a starting lineup where it's Tico, Elliot Dweck, Sam, you, and Daniel Sharifian. Tell me you can't win a game? What are you talking about? What are you talking
now
about?
we
That's
now we have X. So,
yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they'd allow that.
but can we
But
win?
like,
Yes,
even keep X out of it. Like
we could
that
win.
five,
We could win. Sam
yeah,
guards
you could win.
Gabe very well, and then Tico guards Jackie very well. We haven't seen it because
And one
because
game,
Tico
anyone
is
can
a
win that game.
pussy and all he does is team up with Jackie. We haven't seen him play against Jackie in a long time. So the rivalry just went down to the ground. But yes, Tico guards Jackie very well. Sam guards Gabe very well. You got Elliot Dweck, an elite defender. You got Shimmy Rubin,
Yeah, whatever.
Daniel
Anyways,
Sharifian.
but the question I wanted to ask you was why don't more TNL captains play in Mike's? And if one or two were to come, who do you think are most likely to come over?
Um, to the first part, I've asked. They've always like they're engaged. Like Big Dennis, he watches every single YouTube game, every single YouTube game. He was there that close a bunch of times, but he decided not to play. Um, when people get older, they decide they either want to play basketball or they just want to play like once a week.
I
Um,
don't like that answer. People
I
got to go to
agree.
basketball city.
I don't have a real answer. Do they? I don't know. Maybe they don't want to play with the young guys because the young guys are uh, I really don't have an answer. Um, it's different. They're going away from their home. Their home is the center. Kings Bay is a different gym. I don't have a good answer for that, honestly. But I know that the league always gets better and better and never gets worse. So as long as that's growing, I'm okay. It's okay. I don't mind.
But if you had to say two guys, two captains who would play,
I think if two captains would play, I don't think
I mean,
like
you already got two, so right? You already got
I
Sam
don't
and yourself.
and Gwindy.
All right, true.
So like I don't think like an Elliot Dweck. I think he's a captain type player, and once he's not a captain, his value goes like worse. So in my opinion, I think Elliot Dweck can be a cap. Maybe not because he's
I
young,
agree with you. That's why I made the argument that if you guys played a 5-on-5, or
100%.
that you would.
So
But forget that for a second. You got. I don't think like
who
if I
is
had to,
there then?
I don't think Modi would ever play in the
Gabe
league.
Modi wouldn't. He does jujitsu and golf
Oh
and
right, that guy's killing people on
he
his free
wouldn't.
time.
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah.
play ball anymore.
I like. Why not
So
Jackie? I know Jackie's too busy
he
doing
lives
God's
in
work.
Deal.
Oh, he lives in Deal.
Yeah, Jackie would play. He play 100%.
Mm.
So a guy like Jackie, Gabe Leifer lives in Long Island. So it's tough.
Deal's
The
not
captains,
happening.
yeah,
And that's it,
got
right?
Deal. What do I? Yeah, that's it. There's not many. But
Yeah, I
anyways,
can't think of anyone else.
besides the fact the league always grows. I don't have competition with TNL. I don't really care. But whatever, as long as I make sure I'm doing my part, that's all I could ask for. I have a question for you. All right. My question is there one specific game that you've enjoyed yourself? Not maybe a championship, maybe a performance. Um, One specific game. It could be not even an M&M. It could be any specific game you've ever had in your career playing basketball.
Why are you making me talk about myself? I don't want to talk about me.
We were talking about you. You spoke about everybody else. Let's talk about you a little. One specific game, because in your when you got to be you, I'm sure you dominated and it meant a lot to you, and you still remember it till today.
So so like for myself, I spoke to Sam about this last night. I spoke to a couple of the guys. Like the stigma around me has always been something similar to Joey Mashani. Like when this guy gets it, it's iso ball. Everyone stops moving. This is that. So like everyone knows I can score, but like within a system. So like I think the best moment I ever felt, at least in recent history, was when I don't know if you guys hear my kid right now. But anyways, do you hear him screaming?
I didn't know that. I thought it was a cat.
A cat. Anyways, so I think that the most fun I ever had was hitting the game winner in TNL a few years ago on Richie Michon. That was the most energy I felt. But
what game was that?
I don't know. It was me, Tico, Albert Nasseri, and Gwindy. That was our squad. And I remember we were trying to get the ball to Gwindy, and I was like, nah, I'm taking this shot. And
you still do that?
Yeah. And it went in. So that shit was crazy. But I think like I would say like my game yesterday, my game on Tuesday was like not the best game I ever played, but I felt like I played within, and I'm doing better at that, right? Like finding ways to score, finding ways to get guys involved. You know, when I'm touching the ball, guys have their hands up because they know I might make the pass. So that's a stupid answer, but I think every game in the past, I don't know, season or two, I've made strides to be like a more complete basketball player. So that's my bullshit answer for you.
I love that though, because you continuously try to work on your game. You take the shit that people give you and you understand it, and you try to fix it as much as you can. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you are who you are, but you try your best to get to that next step on what makes a team successful. So I love that. You keep it up. Right now you're top team in 2 leagues. So you have to be one of the reasons why. So just keep playing, keep balling, keep doing what you got to do.
One thing I want to say, by the way, to all the young guys, and you know this, but like people's opinion about you as a basketball player, not you, I'm saying in general, is so fickle. Like 1 week, people love your game. 1 season, people hate your game. These guys love playing with you, then they hate playing with you. And like 1 season, you're doing amazing. 1 season, you're doing terrible. And if you take everyone's opinions, it's going to destroy you. So just like being even kill, like 2 seasons ago, people hated playing with me. I remember when you scooped me to play with Zach and Mark. I went for nothing because no one thought I could fit on a team. I got
you for free.
That was rock bottom. And now
there was two teams left, and the guy paid me to take you.
There you go. So that was rock bottom, and now people are saying, "Oh, this guy can play. We want to play with him." But if you just keep an even kill, just play ball. Don't even worry about nobody's opinions because it's going to change tomorrow. So that's kind of how I just like.
It's very accurate.
I roll with it. But yeah, dope. If anyone wants to be a guest, I don't want to just talk to Mike for the next few weeks.
Yes.
You guys want to join?
Every week we will get a guest on the show. Every single week, you guys can give us questions that you have. We'll make it anonymous if you guys want, or I can say it, whatever you want to do.
Or if you have topics you want to talk, if you don't want to be on the pod, but like you have topics you want us to talk about, we don't mind.
We will talk about it.
We will yap.
That's what it's called. Yap.
Yeah.
We will yap about it.
Mike's too old for that. He doesn't know what yapping means.
Riz, yap, all this shit. I have no clue, man. I barely even know how to get on Zoom.
This guy, right? To get on Zoom was he's like, yo, guys, I told him, I'm like, yo, get on your computer. It'll be easier. You have better camera quality. That. He goes, what'd you say? He said something stupid as hell. You're like, oh, like, can I do it on my phone?
Can you record also? I'm like,
yeah, like, bro, what are you saying? Right, you old head. Like, I'll send you the link. Whatever. All right, good talks, Mike.
Any special guests every week we will have one, and we will have different topics every week. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in, and can't wait for next week. Peace. Thank you, Shimmy. Bye.